is timely, because this news conference is going to end with a call to action, and it's a call to action that begins in 23 minutes. So we have to be punctual, and like our friends to the west in Chicago, we have to be prepared to stuff the ballot box as often as possible, and I'll explain all of that as we go forward. But we are here today to talk about an opportunity that the city of Toledo has to receive up to $120,000 over the next, that's right, that's worth applause, over the next 3 years for between 7 to 10 outdoor concerts with local artists across different diverse music genres that would take place at various neighborhood parks in Toledo. There's always a conversation in not just our city, but all cities about stuff that's happening in the downtown. And we have a lot of energy and a lot of entertainment in downtown. He doesn't even know what the news conference is about, but he gave us a thumbs up. Councilwoman McPherson does her Jazz Fest. That's in the downtown. There's always events at, Huntington Arena or Party in the Park. But we enjoy bringing that kind of energy and entertainment to our neighborhood parks. And that is what this opportunity is all about. The benefactor is the Levitt Music Series, and they give grants to communities around the country for these kind of neighborhood-themed concerts. We envision our neighborhood concerts taking place at Danny Thomas Park, right here at Junction Park, which is why we're here today, the Glass City Metropark, Promenade Park, etc. These are going to be community-based, culturally inclusive, all kinds of music, gospel, Tejano, hip-hop, punk, funk, everything, right in the neighborhood. So if we've already made it to the top 100 cities that are trying to achieve this. The next stage is a public voting stage. Voting begins at 1 o'clock, which is now in 20 minutes. And we're going to let the citizens of Toledo know how they can vote, again, to stuff the digital ballot box, because we need to be in the top half of that result. So we're already in the top 100. Based on voting results, they will narrow it down to 50. So the folks who don't get in the top 50 are eliminated, and then the cities who do stuff the digital ballot box and get in the top 50 will make it to the next round, all guided toward hopefully being the recipient for the Levitt Music Series grant, which would bring, again, diverse, exciting, fun, neighborhood-based entertainment to this park, Danny Thomas Park, and other parks around Toledo. So that's what we're here to talk about. I kind of talking fast and shouting at the same time so folks can hear and we can get to the voting. But this is exciting, and this is about our neighborhoods. This is about our parks. We've spent a lot of time and energy in our parks over the last several years. We have about 130 city parks. These are totally different than our Metroparks. They're kind of, more of them are kind of, this size, postage stamp size, postage stamp size throughout our city. And 130 of them, and over half of them have received major upgrades just in the last 6 years. This will be another opportunity to bring some energy into these spaces. So we have a lot of folks who are excited about this, who have joined us today to want to help us talk about it. We're going to begin with the members of City Council who are here, and we're going to start with the councilwoman who represents this part of Toledo. We are in Council District 3. And Councilwoman Teresa Gaddis will be our first speaker, and then we'll turn it over to an at-large member of council who's here, Sir Sandra McPherson. And then I'll get back and introduce the other people, and we're going to hear from a lot of folks, then we're going to start voting. So with that, Councilwoman Gaddis, make some remarks. Can we do this? Here's what we'll do. All right, we'll do that.
Hello. Thank you. This is a really exciting opportunity for our city and for our district. There are so many wonderful neighborhoods in District 3 that have an opportunity to be activated and to really celebrate music. Because when I think about parks, they're places where we gather, but music brings us together. And what an opportunity and to bring a diverse amount of music into our neighborhood parks, celebrate our neighborhoods, but we can't do that alone. We need you, and we need you to take time every day to, as the mayor said, stuff the ballot box. And with that, I'll turn it over to Councilwoman McPherson.
Woo! Good afternoon. This is exciting, and I'm not going to talk long because I want to get to the part where we can count off and start voting. I live in this neighborhood, and Junction Park is an exciting place to be, and I'm looking forward to having function at the Junction. All right. So what I need you to do is to make sure that you vote. Vote for Toledo. If you have enjoyed Party in the Park every Friday that was free, then you will definitely want to vote so that we can have an abundance of parties in the parks throughout the city of Toledo. Thank you, and let's vote and stuff the ballot, as the mayor has said.
All right. We couldn't have made it this far without a number of important community partners. We're going to hear from some of them now, beginning with Ash Lehman, who's with ConnecToledo, and she is the Director of Marketing and Events from ConnecToledo. Where is Ash? There she is.
Hi, I just wanted to thank everyone that's been a part of this process, the City of Toledo, Metroparks Toledo, and Toledo Design Collective, to really get this opportunity going for us. So we're excited to bring live music that we've had downtown that has invigorated a lot of the spaces down there into the neighborhoods, these communities, and get different musicians out here and really hear from the community and make a really big impact. So like we said, today at 1 o'clock we'll start the voting. And it's very easy. You'll look at all of our social media channels. You'll just text Toledo to a specific number. So you'll see all that on our socials soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ash. Ash mentioned that the Toledo Design Collective is another partner that's helped us get this far. Ryan Bunch, who's the studio director. Everywhere I turn, I'm always turning the wrong way. He's here to give some remarks.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council members, and ConnecToledo, all the partners that made this happen. As I was walking up to the park today, I remembered being out here with Alicia Smith, who you'll hear from shortly, and lots of other community members cleaning this space up to help turn it into the park that it is today. And I just think about what a really exciting opportunity this is to continue to build on the community-driven action and the arts-driven action that's made this space, these columns, this artwork, everything you see in this park was chosen, selected, and created by artists and residents in the community. And so to be able to bring an opportunity like this together for ConnecToledo to facilitate the Metroparks, the city, all of these folks coming together to make this happen, to really celebrate and elevate arts in this, not just in this space, at the Glass City Riverwalk, at Promenade Park, at Levitt. This is a story of the city, and everywhere we look, all of this really, at the end of the day, why does it matter? It's about celebrating music. It's about the way that music brings us together, but it's also about the outcomes of that, the economic development that happens. I'm looking at St. Anthony's Church. I'm looking at Junction Avenue, which is to be the business district for this neighborhood. When people come out culturally to celebrate, they want to dine, they want to drink, they want to hang out before or after. So there's so many implications that this can have, and I'm excited to see Toledo step up, stuff the ballot, and vote for this thing to win. Thank you.
All right, and last but not least, we saved the best for last. Alicia Smith is the co-founder and really the leader of the Junction Coalition. She's here along with members of her team. It's amazing to think of everything that she and the Junction Coalition has accomplished. Maybe about the last 10 years? I think about 10 years. Everything that you're seeing. I just saw a wonderful new sign up at the end of the street here. Kind of was that at Collingwood. And just activism and a sense of hope and vitality. Alicia gets all kinds of credit for that. So we want to hear from her and then start voting.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. We cannot do any of this without your support. And so many of our partners, ConnecToledo, Ryan Bunch and Toledo Design, Art Commission, and with us today, Steve Seaton from over there in the Broadway area. This is just wonderful. I had a poem I wanted to read, but we are pressed for time, so I'm just going to do a small part. The parks will bloom with dance and song, a place where every heart will sing. Drums will echo, voices roar, Toledo singing rich and raw. It is our time, our opportunity to stuff the ballots, bring the music. I love music, and we're going to have a great time right here at Junction Park, over to Danny, over to Glass. Let's have a great time in Toledo. I'll wait for the truck. Let's not forget that Ohio is the heart of it all, but Toledo brings all of that needs to happen for us to come together, because when you do better in Toledo, we do better together. Thank you so very much.
All right, so the voting begins in now 11 minutes, and the voting will take place for about 10 days. It goes from today is September 5th, right? Yeah, September 5th to September 15th, 10 days. Voting is live right now on the Levitt Foundation's website, levitt.org/vote. Here's a helpful little QR code and some other materials like that. You can text and send Toledo to 877-409-5525, and the Levitt Foundation will announce their grant recipients. In other words, who did well on the voting and who's going to be able to get these concerts on November 18th. So it'll be an early Thanksgiving feast for us when we're announced as one of the winners. And then it goes without saying, we're heading toward the end of 2025. These concerts will be a part of our neighborhoods if we win next year. This will be a 2026 thing. So, all right, when we win. All right. All right. Congrats, everyone. Thank you.